is my money?
Think back to the early days of consumer technology. The promise was incredibly simple. Digital tools would be free, functional, and offer a completely frictionless experience to make our lives easier. Attempting a simple task online today makes that promise feel like ancient history. Reading a basic article or watching a video now requires navigating a minefield of aggressive monetization. Your screen is instantly buried in pop-up swarms. You have to hunt for the actual content, hidden beneath inescapable scam advertisements and fake download buttons. The hardware is no longer safe either. You buy a $1,000 phone, and a year later, the manufacturer pushes a mandatory software update that slows the processor to a crawl. There is a term for this process: Enshittification. It is the systematic, deliberate act of taking a perfectly good, functional product and making it progressively worse over time. The digital platforms and tools we rely on turn against us at the exact moment we become completely dependent on them. In the analog era, degrading a product was exhausting work. If a business wanted to nickel and dime, it had to do it manually, one transaction at a time. It lacked the efficiency to scale. Internet connectivity solved that bottleneck. As this digital infrastructure expands, corporations no longer have to move around to make things worse. A single developer can sit at a desk and alter a product for millions of users simultaneously. The first step in this model is user acquisition. The company offers a high-quality free service designed to pull users inward and build mass dependency. They ensure the product is as pleasant as possible at first. Once the user base is captured, the platform moves to monopolize the market. They swallow up alternative services until a locked ring forms around the consumers. The users now have nowhere else to go. Achieving this market scale while eliminating competition provides the ultimate leverage. The company no longer needs to serve the user. They can focus entirely on extracting from them. The pivot from growth to extraction happens quickly. That seamless media consumption you enjoyed is suddenly sliced apart by unskippable ad breaks. The extraction gets personal. Say you have 1,000 photos of your deceased mother stored in their cloud. They flip a switch, and suddenly those files are locked behind a paywall. The companies rely on a specific legal distinction. You own the memories, but they own the servers and the access mechanisms. You are forced to pay a monthly ransom just to look at your own life. When you try to contact customer service to complain about this degradation, you won't find a human being. You are handed off to a completely useless automated chatbot. By removing human representatives, the company eliminates the cost of dealing with your frustration. You're trapped in a loop with a degraded service and no avenue for recourse. Companies treat these daily frustrations as optimized features, engineered specifically to squeeze maximum revenue from a captive audience. This logic leads us to the final phase of Enshittification, the death of physical ownership. Consider buying a car today. You hand over tens of thousands of dollars for a heavy, internet-connected machine, and you drive it off the lot. The transaction feels complete, but the manufacturer uses the car's embedded software to retain authority over the physical hardware sitting in your driveway. Then comes the squeeze. The physical heating coils in your seats are already built into the car you bought, but the manufacturer artificially locks them behind recurring software-enforced microtransactions. This model eventually moves from luxury add-ons to safety-critical hardware. When the core functions of the vehicle, like the braking system, are managed by the same software lock logic, even the ability to stop becomes a premium feature that fails to operate without a valid credit card. The consumer is left cornered. You have a deliberately degraded product, and you likely cannot afford to replace it, but you can afford a small monthly ransom to keep your current one functioning. The modern tech economy has a clear trajectory. The goal is to eliminate the concept of a one-time purchase entirely, replacing it with a lifelong, inescapable hostage situation.
Where is my money? Where is my money? Why is my iPhone a piece of shit now? I got it 6 months